don't set this trap for yourself. A common trap is to contemplate or be preoccupied with, where am I on the spiritual journey? Where am I on the map? How deeply realized am I? What experiential insights do I have? Being preoccupied with this is a certain kind of fixation. And hopefully as you listen or feel into what I'm saying, you can see why that is. Because if you're thinking about where you are on some map, in some journey, in some unfolding process of realization, then you're not experiencing this moment directly. You're engaging in thought. And there's a lot of doubt built into that as well. Often this sort of mental confidence, mental holding onto beliefs, even beliefs about spiritual identity, is a sort of doubt in disguise. Belief and doubt, confidence in beliefs and doubt are two sides of the same coin. If the realization is clear, you're not thinking about yourself. There's nothing to reference there. There's no back to somewhere to go from which to look at your beliefs about who you are, what you are, and where you are. That whole paradigm has been seen through. And there's only what is. Thusness. Isness. This just as it is, which has no abiding self, subject, one who is sure it knows where it is in some map. It's just not like that. So there's a deep and profound ease, okayness. But it doesn't come from where you think you are on some cognitive framework or on some cognitive pathway or map. You don't reference a belief system about anything, including spirituality, including what you consider to be the best map in spirituality, to settle into that ease, into that okayness. Because it's already there. It's already here. It's uncaused. You don't have to deserve freedom. You don't have to deserve the peace. You don't have to hit a certain level. That's just a misunderstanding. So, if you're preoccupied with where you are spiritually, how deep realization is, what stage you're at, just know this. Thinking about that, being preoccupied with that, is not how realization deepens. You might want to hear that again if you really have this area sticky for yourself. If this is a really difficult area for you, just listen to that again. If you're preoccupied with, thinking about, obsessed with maps and stages and where you are specifically, and this is a preoccupation for you in your mind, if you're always reading about it, always talking about it, always online discussing it, then it's important to digest this at some point. And that is, the way this process deepens is exactly not by doing that. It's ultimately about relinquishment, being extinguished, letting go, being surrendered, which means you don't perceive yourself on any map. You don't even perceive yourself at all. And this is a big sticking point for some people. For some people, it's not at all. But for some, it's quite sticky. And it goes very deep. Because they don't realize they're using that to hold on. They're using those beliefs and spiritual knowledge to actually hold on. That's the tether that's keeping them from really, really letting go. I do see this on occasion. So just know if that's a preoccupation for you, judging where you are on a map, on a spiritual path, in a certain model of stages of realization. And by the way, that often manifests not as your own position on that map, but as others' position on the map. Thinking about where others are all the time, judging. That's just a reflection of your own internal process. It's not really about them. It's always an inside job. Always. When you're judging others, when you're annoyed by others, when you think you know what's going on with them, when you're blaming others, any of that stuff, it's always an inside job. It's the ego looking outward, projecting itself outward, and overlooking its own fixations. So, if this is a hang-up for you, just relax. Relax into this moment. You've got to have a deep, deep trust in life. Not in doctrine, not in words, not in that super enlightened person that you know about, or a historical person, or whatever it is. It's a deep, profound trust in this moment right now, which has no structure. It has no set of principles or rules that you can write out or discuss or talk to your friends about. None of that's here. That's what you have to trust and let it in again and again and again. It will be unpredictable. You'll be completely and absolutely disarmed, including of all your intellectual prowess. It's gone. Dust. This is where you want to go at some level, or you wouldn't be engaging in this process that takes everything. This is where true freedom is. Freedom from the bindings of your own mind. Entering the unknown moment to moment to moment. And then what is naturally revealed. It's simple. It's right in front of your face. But there's nothing to grasp, nothing to keep, nothing to abide in, nothing to conclude, nothing to have and then show it to others like a badge. None of that's here, but you don't need it. So that's really good news.